The Shipwreck Ecology course that we were there for, we spent 5 weeks preparing, doing research about all the different shipwrecks, as many as we could, so that when we got there we had more of a chance of diving on some of the wrecks that we knew about. Do you think that helped the experience, the fact that we really studied hard those 5 weeks before we got there?
Yes. One of the shipwrecks we dove was actually the one that I did my research on. So
Excellent.
It was really cool putting down words about it and then actually seeing it in real life. It was so crazy. Like, you can do research on something, but then actually being in the water and seeing it and looking at it is totally different. It's such a rare experience that probably not that many people can have. You can do a project about the Alamo but never go to see it.
Right.
It's just a different experience.
So one of the things that's neat about Bermuda, so we were comparing the corals growing on the shipwrecks to the corals in the natural reef, which you know, you spent the week doing that.
Yeah.
As far as the interdisciplinary part of it, doing the historical research, do you think that added another layer? Since this was a science course and this was underwater research, but we really had an interdisciplinary feel because we were doing history, and that's not something that I usually do in any of my courses.
Yeah, it was really different, but I think it kind of, without the history, it wouldn't have been the same. You couldn't have gotten the same amount of education out of it, really. Doing the research projects really, I don't know, just set the base for the whole trip.
Do you think doing underwater research made you a better scuba diver?
Yeah, definitely. You have to focus on a lot of things at once, and holding the tape while you have your clipboard and trying to measure it without floating away or being pushed away by the current. It was really difficult, and I wasn't very experienced as a diver. But I feel like after that trip, if I'm ever diving just for fun, I'm gonna be fine. If I can do all those things at once, then I can dive pretty well.
I think so too. That's one thing. After a couple days of diving in Bermuda, I didn't feel like you guys were brand new divers.
Right.
And so to not only be able to design experiments and carry them out, but to do all that underwater as new divers, I think it actually really did make you better divers because you weren't so worried about all of your gear and things like that. You were worried about the clipboard. You were worried about what kind of species of fish is that. So you were really distracted from yourself and really getting into the research. And at first that worried me, but it actually really helped you guys, I think, because you knew what you were doing. You were certified, but that just took your mind off of yourself.
So that kind of stuff became second nature, and we were like, yep, need more buoyancy, and just went with it. Didn't really pay attention to the stuff that we would normally be like, oh my God, are my ears gonna be clogged? Like, am I gonna be okay this deep? We didn't really care about that. We cared about doing the project, and we got it done. We did it. It was a lot of fun.
Good.
Flagler College loves Bermuda!